The Silence in the Shadows. In 1994, the world bore witness to one of the most horrific crimes against humanity, the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. In just 100 days, an estimated 800,000 to 1 million men, women, and children, many of them slaughtered by neighbors, former classmates, and even those sworn to protect them, were wiped out in a calculated campaign of extermination. The scale, speed, and brutality of the violence shocked the conscience of humanity, and to this day, it remains one of the darkest chapters in modern history. To speak of Rwanda's past is to speak first of this horror. It must be. The genocide is not merely an episode to be recorded in textbooks. It is a foundational truth etched into the memory of the nation and into the bones of those who survived. To deny it, to question its reality, is to deny the suffering of its victims, to reopen the wounds of its survivors, and to erode the fragile justice their memory deserves. But to only tell this part of the story, to focus solely on the genocide, is to leave unspoken a silence so loud, so heavy, it threatens to erase other truths that must also be acknowledged. That silence is where this audio series begins. As the Rwandan Patriotic Front, the RPF, advanced to end the genocide, it was rightly hailed by many as a liberating force. It stopped the killing, overthrew a genocidal regime, and offered a nation on its knees a chance to stand again. That is a truth that must be recognized. But it is not the whole truth. Behind the heroism, in the shadows of victory, were other acts, darker ones. There were reprisal killings, extrajudicial executions, enforced disappearances, and the quiet erasure of voices deemed inconvenient to the post-genocide narrative. Many of the victims of these acts were Hutus, some guilty, yes, but many others innocent, civilians, children, farmers, mothers. Entire communities were displaced, silenced, or buried in unmarked graves. These atrocities are not to be equated with genocide. They are not of the same scale, nature, or intent, but they are still crimes. They are still wounds, and to ignore them entirely is to undermine the very principles of justice, reconciliation, and healing that Rwanda so desperately claims to uphold. Justice, if it is to be meaningful, must not be selective. It must not shield the powerful while punishing the weak. It must not silence one group while amplifying another. It cannot and must not cut only one way. This audio series is an attempt to tell a fuller, more difficult truth. It is not prepared in the spirit of denial or division. It is prepared in the hope of honesty, of balance, of facing the uncomfortable realities that have too often been buried for the sake of unity or political survival. In these episodes, you will hear the stories of those who are remembered and those who are not. You will be invited to reflect not only on the genocide that tore Rwanda apart, but on the aftermath that continues to shape it. The voices here may unsettle you, they may challenge what you thought you knew, but they are offered not to divide, but to deepen understanding. History must not be written only by the victors. Truth-tellers must write it even when the truth is inconvenient. Only by confronting the full weight of our past, light and darkness alike, can Rwanda and the world move toward a future grounded not in silence or fear, but in truth, reconciliation, and genuine peace.